Okay, and we're live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Typing Practice with Adam. I've set myself a kind of a goal to just really improve on my typing skills, and so I've made myself a little setup so I can practice, put in some reps. A lot of reps, maybe one a day, and just really jump in, jump out. Just try. Spend an hour, give it my best guess, and then make a lot of mistakes. And so this is my. So I have these two Google Sheets here. So this is just a list of all lots of people to type. Right. This is a whole list of people. Some of them are in the class, so it's just all mixed up. And what I've done is I've put their types in font color, right? So that it's hidden, and then I can reveal it when I'm ready. And so I just sort of go through here and pick someone every day. I'll just pick someone. There's like 600 of them, so I'm not going to run out quickly. But yesterday I did Alex McQueen. I got 6 of his coins right. So if Ali Larter, I checked already, is 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 an actress. So let's try to type her. It's fun because we're sort of learning about famous people that you wouldn't have heard of anyway, otherwise. Like Alex McQueen, really interesting person, fashion designer. Check it out. He died in 2010, but I mean, like, whoa. Okay, so that's for the who we're typing. And now this is how I'm tracking it. So I made this, you might have seen this already, but basically you've got all these boxes where you put the name of the person, your guess, and then the answer, and it will calculate your score here, and all the scores will add up into this one. Well, that's how my scores add up into here. So it counts your number of reps. I've done 15 so far, and I've got an average score of 62%, so 6 out of 10, which is not much better than random, but I'm counting it as a win just to motivate myself to carry on. So let's go with number 16 right here. Write down the name, and then we can start. And so we'll see how long it takes. I'll just sort of give it my best shot. Sometimes I can see a coin pretty well, and then I can confidently write it down. Sometimes I'm just going to guess. Sometimes I really have no idea and I just leave it blank, but I try to fill it in anyway, even if it's just a guess, because the goal is to make mistakes as well and to learn from them. So at the end here, if I make this a kind of a series, at the end I'll always sort of write down what I learnt from typing it after the type reveal, and that what biases skewed my thoughts, or what went wrong and what went right. Okay, so let's jump in. Ali Larter. Let's go. So let's see. Okay, I already looked up her name here. Sometimes you just get a really good video that's just 20 minutes long and they spit out almost everything and you can see it and it gives you like most of the details. And sometimes it really takes a long time. I had that with this guy, Alan Rickman. I had no idea. Just could not concentrate. And yeah. Okay, Alan, let's do interview. Let's see. Ali Larter's obsessed. Ooh, I like that.
I did some trading with the other temps and I wrangled your desk. I hope that's okay.
Always nice to have a pretty girl around the office, isn't it, boys?
Ali Larter plays Lisa, a temp worker who starts stalking main character Derek Charles after a successful promotion as an assets manager in the movie Obsessed. She seeks to break up his family as she takes chemistry with Charles too far in the film.
It's just a movie thing. Well, I don't think I'm going to get much information from that. Okay, here, an old interview. I'm going to write down some notes here when I have something to say. It'll be here. Up here, I mean.
Am I right? I'm just guessing. I didn't see. Is that a Western?
No,
That's not Western themed?
it's Western if you want it to be.
Why did this remind me of Western? What
Maybe
did that
the
remind me?
chords? I don't know.
It's showing a little skin on the side, so.
Well, I just thought that was something. Maybe it was like a horse. I don't know.
Tie you up?
Yeah, okay. Oh, boy. How you doing? Good to see you.
Good to see you
You
too.
actually look very tan.
Yes.
Is there a reason for that?
I was in New York, and I was in the Hamptons, and I was down in Jersey, the Jersey Shore. And I've taken some time off,
Yeah.
so. The ocean.
You lead the good life now, don't you?
Oh, man, I worked so hard last year. I did 3 movies.
I know. 3 are coming. Now, one's out.
Yes.
Okay, let's see. That's Legally Blonde.
Yes.
And then the Kevin Smith movie is called what?
Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Right.
I'm like this crazy Jersey, like, gangster girl.
Right.
It's cool.
You like that?
Yeah.
Is that the way you grew up? As a crazy...
No.
Well, you grew up on the East Coast, right?
Yes, in suburbia, Cherry Hill, New Jersey.
No gangs, really?
No gangs.
No.
Good girl.
Good girl. Cheerleader?
Cheerleader,
She looks quite. She's fun, like easy. Like she's having fun. She's not freaking out. Just immediately, my brain says, not a decider, but I mean, you never know. Okay, that's first impression, not a decider.
in the 7th grade.
Yeah?
I was, and then I got kicked off, so it didn't last that long.
For boozing, or what do you get? Now, this one, I'm excited about this one, American Outlaws. That's the clip we saw, and I believe you are the female lead,
I am.
which is the way it should be, Allie Larter.
Thank you, darling.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What's the character?
I play this girl named Z Mims, and she's just this feisty, independent girl, and she's Jesse James' wife.
Jesse James' wife.
Yes.
Wow, you're dating a celebrity.
I am.
That's pretty cool.
And she, she doesn't stand on the side. She actually gets in there and, speaks about what she believes in, and
Yeah.
it's great.
Where'd you film it?
In Austin, Texas.
That's supposed to be a happening city.
It is.
A big music
It
scene
is.
down there.
It is,
Yeah.
and it's fun. You go out and have a good time, and everybody parties, and it's fun.
And who was in the movie? Who was in the movie with you? What actors were you?
Colin Farrell, the beautiful Colin Farrell, who everybody will get to know very soon. He's doing a movie with Tom Cruise now.
Here are the
Big,
guys.
Huge.
Here they are.
Will McCormick, Scotty Kahn, Gabriel Mock, good boys.
I've
Beautiful boys.
never heard of one of these guys. I have never. They make a good third guest on our show. But here's the thing. You're the biggest name in the movie, and that's why we're going to go see it.
Aw,
Yeah, right?
Yes.
Am I being too nice?
Yes.
Okay. Because I know your publicist gets upset if I'm too nice.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
exactly. Me too.
Explain this. I
Ooh,
found,
me too.
heartwarming.
Ooh, wait, that was a little. That. It was all smooth sailing, but there was a bit of a weird moment there. What was that? Okay, well, I'm trying to observe her at the same time and listen to what she's saying. We'll go back over that weird bit just now, but what I was thinking before is quite extroverted. She's talking about going partying, and she's like, "Oh yeah, that's fun." Going out partying and doing a thing. Feels like it's kind of an OE / play kind of attitude, maybe. I was also thinking as something that I have to remember that I've been learning from the couple previous times I did typing is you really want to be looking at behind the scenes. You're not looking at what's apparent in the videos because you're just taking a very, very, very small clip of someone's life. And what you're trying to extrapolate from these tiny clues is like everything behind it. Like what is their daily life like, really? What are they trying to show? What are their goals? What are they proud of? So I have to remember not to fall for that trap of saying, okay, this is what they're presenting, so that's what it is. Okay, what's behind there? What's the real picture? Difficult. It's a real challenge. It's a puzzle. The typing game is a real puzzle, and I like puzzles. That's probably the hardest puzzle I can think of, but it's really cool. Okay, so there was a weird thing there. She's saying, "Ooh, you're being too nice," and I don't like that. Now that might be a thing just people have, especially famous people or good-looking people, don't like people being too sucky, needy, giving them too much attention. It's like, ooh, back off. Like, I'm just someone. Don't get too close. So see if there's any functions in there actually, or if it's just human. What did he say?
We're going to go see it.
Aw,
Yeah, right?
Yes.
Am I being too nice?
Yes.
Okay. And that's why we're chill. But here's the thing. You're the biggest name in the movie, and that's why we're going to go see it.
Aw,
Yeah, right?
Yes.
Am I being too nice?
Yes.
Okay.
You're the biggest name in the movie, and that's why we're going to go see it. It's just being nice. I mean, he's cool. He's being just a presenter. He has to do that. It's quite cool, though. He reacted. He noticed that there was a little something there. I think it made her uncomfortable to get the praise. He's trying to give her a compliment. She didn't like it. Some people, if you've gotten good at taking compliments, you can appreciate that the person's actually just trying to be nice and trying to play the tribe game. And there's often also a need within it, within the compliment. Like, I'm giving you a compliment because I want to be seen as someone who's nice. And so someone who's good at taking compliments will validate that and say, that's nice of you. And, can accept it without looking needy or weird, being weird about it.
Because I know your publicist gets upset if I'm too nice.
Yeah, exactly. Me too.
Explain this. I found heartwarming. You sometimes save phone messages.
I do. I mean, when a boy calls.
Was that weird? There was a little bit of a weird moment. I don't understand. I'm not sure. What was that? I don't know what it was.
Calls me that I like, I get really excited and I want to have that feeling again.
Yeah.
when
So
he
you
calls.
play back the message and save it for a while and it makes you feel good?
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
Why don't you return their calls?
Oh, I do. I like to savor the moment for a little while.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The boys call you.
I'm
What do you
getting
do when
a-
a man calls you.
I'm getting a DI vibe now. I'm getting a DI vibe. A bit of a... Yeah. DI, me, identity. I'm comfortable doing things for herself first. Okay, I haven't been writing anything down yet. Wait. Okay, so first impression, not a single decider. Maybe play, maybe OE, because she was going out, likes to party. I'm not saying that because she likes to party, but she gave a little look when she was saying, like, oh yeah, we had fun. Like she really enjoyed that. She was like, that was her world. Like, that's her place to be, where it's the most fun. So I'm not saying like, oh, likes to party. Everyone likes to party, but she was like, okay, that was really good. Play, maybe OE. What else did I say? She's kind of a weird vibe. I was saying accepting guys' phone calls, not accepting guys' phone calls, and sort of relishing the attention. Maybe DI.
No, I don't get a lot of calls from men.
Yeah. Yeah. You get the little, the 5 no names. No, I won't say that. Now, I'm kidding. Tell them the big story, because you're doing well in the movies, but you're heading to Broadway.
Oh, yes. I'm going through the vagina monologue.
Whoa!
Is she a lesbian? There was a thing about her dating a woman. Is she lesbian? Vagina monologues. It'll come out. Doesn't matter.
I'm so excited.
I have a riff with those people.
Because?
I wanted to be the first male in the V monologues, as we call them.
The what?
The V monologues.
Say it.
I'm not comfortable saying it.
Say it!
And it turns out that I talked to the producer, and they said the word appears like 256 times, and I wouldn't say it. I was willing to say Mama's silk purse. And they didn't want to hear that.
Pearl and the oyster.
Hey. I cannot tell if you're an innocent young woman or if you're a bit of what we call in the business a potty mouth. Are you excited about the V monologues?
I am. I'm really excited to go back to work. It's 8 times a week, which is nothing I've ever done before. I've never been on a stage.
What is that, twice a day you guys are going, huh?
Twice a day on Saturdays and Sundays.
Mm-hmm.
So
I want to hear that word on Sunday. That's great.
You guys like it though, don't you? Are you comfortable with the word?
What character is it?
She's funny. She's got a lot of pizzazz. She's got a challenging vibe, you know, a sort of a like, is that all you got kind of vibe. And that can be fun, but it can also be awkward, like not nice sometimes, you know, because you have to understand that people aren't that extroverted, and you sort of maybe she's lead consume. It's challenging. I have a friend who's like that. Like, it's quite smart as well. I think maybe it's smart, you know, snappy. Smart in the conventional sense, obviously. I should make a video about intelligence one day. That's an interesting subject. But what is it? Okay, it's like challenging and playing with him a little bit. As you can tell, he's kind of a nerdy. I don't know.
Which one do you play?
I do 3 different monologues. I do the Coochie Snorcher.
I'm sorry?
Coochie Snorcher.
What's that?
I can't go into it. You have to go see the show.
Okay.
And I have to reclaim the word.
Wait a second. You know,
Is that getting bleeped?
hell yes. You can't even say that in our office. I mean, that's ridiculous. Well, great. That's good. Say it again, but whisper it to me. I just want to hear it.
Ooh.
Oh, that's fun. Finally, I want to ask you, you don't care too much about the critics out there in the newspapers. There's one that you listen to.
Yes, my sister's 6th grade class. My sister is a teacher in Indiana, and her students will go see some of my movies, and then they'll come in and talk to her about it, and
Wow.
the ones that they like. It just really excites me that, you know, the kids are getting out there and supporting my movies.
This is back in the Midwest, your sister?
Yes, she's in Indiana, and she's pregnant now, and she's so beautiful.
What's her name?
And amazing. Kristen.
Sister Kristen.
Mrs. Griskovich, teacher, yeah.
What's her last name?
Griskovich.
That's okay.
She married a
Yeah.
Polish boy.
She's happy.
Yes, she is.
Does she know her little sister likes to say the bad words?
She's not going to be too pleased. Or at least her students will be in bed at this time, hopefully.
Yeah.
So.
What age? 6th grade?
6th grade.
That's our big audience.
I see them in the
Yeah, there they are. Well, good luck. It sounds like everything's going well. So you're going to do the V monologues for a while.
Yes.
Any other movies planning to shoot or not?
No, I'm hanging out. I'm going to relax. You know, it was a busy year. I'm just going to step back for a minute and just kind of enjoy my life.
And you're moving back part-time to New York.
Can't wait.
That's a great
I'm an
city.
East Coast girl.
Yeah.
So
yeah, they like
going
those
home.
words back there.
I'm gonna sit back and enjoy my life. That felt not too much like a discovery. It's not like she's been working really hard and has finally realized that it's important to spend time taking care of yourself and relaxing and having fun. So that makes me think at least energy dom, meaning not sleep last. I'm thinking not sleep last. I write that like this, 4Z, because S is sensory and so Z is sleep. And this is the way of typing. The Stevie INTP writes it like that, and I think it's a very good way of doing it. 4Z. Z. I'm thinking not 4Z. Yeah, this seemed pretty... Hey, let's listen to it again.
What age? 6th grade?
6th grade.
That's our big audience. Things going well. So you're going to do the V monologues.
It was a busy year. I'm just going to step back for a minute and just kind of enjoy my life.
And you're moving back part-time to New York.
Can't wait.
That's a great...
It was a busy year. I had a busy year, and now it's time to sit back and enjoy my life a bit. Very smart move, if you ask me. Okay, I think that's the end of this video. Let's see. I feel like there is a lot in that video. You can see this. I'm not managing to pick out exactly what the clues mean, but there are a lot of clues in here. A lot of clues. What am I not thinking of? T or F, N or S? S, N, I don't know. She's got a bit of a break down the walls, break down the barriers kind of vibe, which signals OE to me. N or T or F. I didn't see any of that. T or F, I don't know. Here, okay. That was an old one. I've never seen that interviewer guy. What late night show is that? Never heard of it. Okay, let's find us some long video. You know, hey, you gotta take time with these things. We're only about 20 minutes in, not even. Am I even going to edit this? Who's going to watch this? Who in their right mind would watch this? Maybe only me in 10 years' time. Oh, look, Adam, who's doing this? Let's see, interview. They're also short. Come on, give me something. I want to find something. Filters. 20 minutes, over 20 minutes. Come on. Come on. Ali, Baltimore Book Festival. Come on. I want the real talk. Real talk. Arabic? What? Sword. Ali. Look, this is how you spell Ali Larter in Arabic. Ali Larter. This Arabic spelling of Ali Larter. They do that. They just phonetically spell it out with the Arabic alphabet. It's a bit of showing off for you. Let's see. I can't find it. The artist interview. Ooh. French romantic. Oh no. Come on. What? Is this also Ali Larter in Russian? Why are these coming up in different languages? Larter. Ellie Larter. Come on. People are falling asleep behind their screens now. Okay. Definitely going to cut some of this out. Psych. This is... No, you've got to see the raw footage. What it's like to type. Ooh. Live with Kelly. Start. Come on, give me something. Give me some sugar. Okay, I guess this is it. This is going to be it. You know what I'm going to even say? This will be the last video. It's 36 minutes anyway. Maybe I'll watch all of it or not. And we'll see if I can whittle it down using this one. And then I'll just give it my best shot, you know. Give it a guess, fill it in, and then see how I did. Let's do it. Maybe give them a like. Whoopee. 2013. I'll be happy about that. Ladies' night host.
I'm sure if you're sitting here, you know who this is. She's probably one of the most gorgeous women I've ever seen. And the fact that I'm actually...
Oh, that was sincere, thank you. Okay.
going to sit up here by her tonight, I think you have to admit, takes a little bit of bravery on my part, okay? She's so beautiful, not only a talented actress, from Heroes, I love...
Another thank you. Maybe she is a decider. I've made that mistake before, of thinking someone's an observer.
Loved the show. I was a big fan of the show. I wish it would come back, but things like that happen. Also in many movies, she's just a wonderful woman, so you would never know by looking at her that she also is a great cook, right? I mean, just
cooking for me is like a great passion of my life. I just want to say hi to everybody. I'm so excited to be here. It's kind of fun to be out on a Friday night having a little champagne. And
speaking of that, champagne. We know there's a tray of it somewhere. We believe that Allie should at least have a glass of her own champagne.
Should have a little champagne.
And it's really nice champagne, too, if you haven't noticed.
Yeah,
it's your brand, right?
Jouettes, yeah.
Yeah, no, seriously, she wants one.
I'll have one. She really does, too.
Yeah, she
Okay.
really wants one, and I think she should have it. It's her darn champagne.
Thank you.
All right, if you have already a copy of her book, Kitchen Revelry,
and that's a softback. Like mine's a hardback cover. So.
Oh, okay.
What's in the stores? You have.
I have the advanced reading copy.
That's right.
Just so you know, my one is even better than what you've got in your hands. Don't you think I'm so cheap and less that I would have a paperback? Just want to make sure everyone knows the truth. That's funny. Okay.
It's the almost a book copy, but I don't think it's probably changed all that much. First of all, can we ask you just a couple of things about your career?
Yes.
You started acting when?
I really started acting when I was about 19 years old. I was supposed to go to NYU, and I deferred for a year. I was going to be a news broadcaster. And when I took that year off, I really was just exposed to this world of acting through a girl I know named Amy Smart. Amy Smart had been acting for years, and she kind of, showed me and introduced me to this acting coach, and that kind of started my true passion and love for it, which was, it was just finding a way to all the emotions, all the different things that you feel in life, and there was a place to put them. And I love the idea of going into people's minds and trying to figure out why you do the things they do, and that's what really kind of gave me the acting bug, and
right.
it was
now
very
you're
exciting.
From New Jersey.
I am.
What did your parents think about you deciding to become an actress, which can be
Dad?
a really difficult career?
What do you think?
I mean, what did you think about that? Were you like, an actress? What?
Always supportive. It's like being a mom now. It's one of the...
Now that is an anecdote. What she did, a lot of people in the OP community will say, look, that is indicative of play because she's reaching out for the audience. Maybe. getting a question asked, and you know, reaching out to other people. Okay.
Those things, I think about how my mother was, there was no such thing as failure. Everything was just positive and you can do it. And you think so much, there's so many places. The world is full of rejection, and
Yes, it
everyone's
is.
going to tell you no. But the one place you don't need to hear that is from your parents. So I feel really lucky that they gave me a platform that really made me believe that I could do this. It's the business is not easy, and to be able to, go after your dreams and then make a career at it, I just feel so blessed.
Yeah, I mean, and you've had some wonderful roles, but I have to say, the part that you had on Heroes, or the parts, I should say, I thought was really the great thing, because when you can play the good girl and the bad girl all in the same show, I mean, what a great
and aren't
wealth
we
of
all?
riches.
It's like so many
Sometimes.
sides to women, and it's like that's what's fun about the things that I get to explore in different characters is
Right.
that kind of get into your shadow side, and you live one way, but then when the doors are closed, you might be a little bit different, and something like that is always interesting for me to figure out in the characters I play.
Yeah. And was he
Did you hear that? It's interesting.
I have to say, the part that you had on Heroes, or the parts, I should say, I thought was really the great thing, because when you can play the good girl and the bad girl all in the same show, I mean, what a great
And aren't we
wealth of
all?
riches.
It's like so many
Sometimes.
sides to women, and it's like that's what's fun about the things that I get to explore in different characters is
Right.
that kind of get into your shadow side, and you live one way, but then when the doors are closed, you might be a little bit different, and something like that is always interesting for me to figure out in the characters I play.
Yeah.
So she is aware that she's got another side. Like she's playing the good girl and the bad girl in this movie. Apparently, I don't know what the movie is. I've never heard of this person before. Okay, so what does that mean? I want to say, oh, that's some kind of sleep awareness, possibly. The thing is, with this typing, I've said this, it's just you're getting small puzzle pieces, and you have to sort of build a whole picture using just the puzzle pieces. So it could be that this was an indication of a sleep processing thing. But that doesn't mean it's not. It doesn't mean that that's necessarily part of her type. And even if it's not part of her type, that doesn't mean that this wasn't a case of that function showing up. So you have to be able to see them, demon state or savior state, and then also be able to work out, is this indicative of their general life, or is it just a one-time kind of thing? What is it? So let's just crack on.
And was Heroes a fun experience for you? Because I'm sure that was very time consuming for those 4 seasons.
Right. I mean, Heroes was an incredible adventure. I had moved back to New York for a year and wasn't sure whether I wanted to stay in the business. I just didn't know if I could handle it. I didn't know if I was talented. I was going through a transitional time that we
Right.
all go through. And I came back and I booked Heroes. And that first year of shooting that, it challenged me in so many ways, and it really made me dig deep, and you're working crazy hours, you have so much pressure on you, but it was enthralling. I loved the other the actors that I worked with. I loved the family environment of shooting on a television show. I mean, you shoot 16 hours a day, 5 days a week, and that's what you become. You give it your all. And the first year and the first season of Heroes will always be a very special time for me.
Yeah. I mean, it always bothers me, though, when a series like Heroes doesn't conclude.
Right.
Do you know? I mean, it really bothered me that they never wrapped.
This it's sounding more and more like a decider conversation now, where she's talking about what it was like playing for this Heroes thing, and she's not talking about what it was like moving to New York or the difficulties in just the actions. She's specifically saying, oh, meeting the people who are there. Now, in my head, she's a 1DI now, which is what you lot would call IP. One, single decider DI. So I have to be careful now, try to see if I can see her as not that, because the confirmation bias might be kicking in. Or maybe I'm just right. Or maybe I'm just not. Maybe I'm just lucky. Maybe I'm right, but not because I saw it, because I'm lucky, is what I'm trying to say.
Wrapped it up. They just, it made me mad at NBC, quite frankly.
I know.
I was like, what? You're not going to wrap this up after
Right.
people have been watching for 4 seasons and now, okay, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, that is one of the things where you don't have a lot of control, and when,
No.
it's the difference of working on a network than working on a cable station. And I'm doing a new television show with the guy who created Homeland and 24.
Resident Evil.
No, that's a movie I did.
Oh, that's
This is my new TV show called Legends.
Oh, I haven't heard of that.
Yeah,
Tell
so
me.
that's going to be on TNT, and I'm super excited about that. And the great thing about working on a smaller cable network is that you only do 10 episodes, so you can really keep the level of writing where it should be. And there's not as many people meddling. I think that cable, that's why you look at the great shows that are on Showtime, HBO.
Really true.
And that's why I'm super excited to work on that.
I was hoping that you would read, written here, what is a reveler? Because I thought it was so well done.
Thank you. The interesting thing, so this is my first book, and I didn't have any idea what I was getting into when I first started it. I took the proposal out to different publishers, and my proposal was massive. It was like 60 pages long, and it started as more of a scrapbook. And as this book got really edited down into the way I laid it out, which I laid it out on a calendar year, so it's September, October, November, and then 2 menus
Right.
a month. And so when I looked at that and I got really excited about what was the story that I wanted to tell and what do I love about cooking and entertaining. And for me, it's an attitude, it's a philosophy. So the philosophy for me of kitchen revelry is kind of right here. So what
It seems pretty organized, the way she did it, and also not too much of a discovery of like, wow, I organized this book, and I put these things in it, and this is how I did it. Let's listen again.
which I laid it out on a calendar year, so it's September, October, and stick it out. The proposal here.
Okay.
What is a reveler? Because I thought it was so...
This is my first book, and I didn't have any idea what I was getting into when I first started it. I took the proposal out to different publishers, and my proposal was massive. It was like 60 pages long, and it started as more of a scrapbook. And as this book got really edited down into the way I laid it out, which I laid it out on a calendar year, so it's September, October, November, and then 2 menus a month. And so when I looked at that and I got...
Okay, so she narrowed down a huge pile of recipes and things that she had first, and then sorted them through afterwards. And that's how the book was made. I see that as a double observing, but who knows? I'm not certain about this. For me, that's a 1 point for double observing. Not too big of a deal. Right. I mean, yeah.
Really excited about what was the story that I wanted to tell and what do I love about cooking and entertaining. And for me, it's an attitude, it's a philosophy. So the philosophy for me of kitchen revelry is kind of right here. So what is a reveler? A reveler is someone who loves sharing their passion for good times. A reveler is resourceful, overcoming obstacles with some sweat and a splash of sass. A reveler knows when to sneak and splurge, when to find creative ways to make cheap look chic, and when it's worth it to spend the money. A reveler is all about fabulous fresh foods, an adventurous spirit, and effortless style. 1 part Zen master, 1 part MacGyver, and 2 parts Rita Hayworth.
I love the Rita Hayworth especially.
Okay, I want to hear that
Looks
again.
chic and winner knows over there is someone here. The philosophy. So the philosophy for me of kitchen revelry is kind of right here. So what is a reveler? A reveler is someone who loves sharing their passion for good times. A reveler is resourceful, overcoming obstacles with some sweat and a splash of sass.
A splash of sass. She's definitely got that. She's all about enjoying herself. Is that sleep? Is that sleep and I'm that's telling me energy dom again. Have fun. Sharing good times with people is what she said. Now, I'm interpreting that as if she is an IP, that would be one of her human needs. Is the opposite. Is she's very aware and conscious that she wants to share with the tribe, and it makes her happy to be able to do that. I was picking up on that, like she has a fuck you attitude, but she really would like to connect. That's all she really wants, which is difficult when you're an IP. But it's true. Okay, let's listen further.
A reveler knows when to sneak and splurge, when to find creative ways to make cheap look chic, and when it's worth it to spend the money. A reveler is all about fabulous fresh foods, an adventurous spirit, and effortless style. 1 part Zen master, 1 part MacGyver, and 2 parts Rita Hayworth.
Spending the money, picking up, not saving too much. You sometimes you want to be able to splurge, go all in. Revelry. I like it. I like the message.
I love the Rita Hayworth especially. Very nice, really.
Yeah.
Okay, so when did you first get the idea that you wanted to do a book about cooking and entertaining?
Well, I mean, I've been cooking my whole life with my mom. I mean, really, the kitchen was the place to be. And on top of that, they always threw dinner parties. And I remember sitting with my sister at the top of the stairs and hearing the laughter and the music. And so everything about great parties always had this feeling of, it made me feel really good. And so when I started throwing them myself, I put all this pressure on myself to make them perfect. And by trying to make them perfect, I ruined, really, I didn't enjoy the process. And so I created these dishes, or I'd make these dishes that were too hard, and I'd be sweating and nervous and
miserable.
And miserable. And you're spending all this time and money. And over the years, I've really learned the recipes that I know that work great at dinner parties.
Do you always try to do that where it's like, okay, I know what works for me, and you don't try to always recreate the wheel every time somebody comes over?
It's true. It's true. When I'm throwing a dinner party, I'm not trying out a new menu or a new recipe. Usually I've made it before. It's
just hitting me now that it's quite a FITE axis kind of thing. And she's also talking about her feelings quite obviously, like, it makes me feel miserable. What was she saying? She's trying to gather in a lot of things that make her enjoy herself. That's very FI, I think. And her book is a series of TE tips on how to enjoy yourself. And enjoy yourself with other people, but it's the tips, that what works. These are things that work to enjoy yourself. So I'm seeing TEFI Alexis book is TE tips for FI enjoyment that she's gathered. She's gathered them and organised them. But she gathered them first. I think she is OE. I'm thinking FIOE, and I don't know yet S or N. I don't know yet. Do you know? Have you seen it yet? Write down in the comments if you've seen it already. Is she S or N? I have a slight tendency towards S, but I don't know because I'm not that aware yet. I'm sure you could have seen it immediately if you knew.
Stressful.
It's terrible.
Right.
It's a terrible idea. Don't
Yeah.
ever do it.
That's what makes it harder. But dinner parties, I think, that make people nervous, and so these recipes that I have are ones that I know work, the ones that people call and ask for the recipes, and that's really what it spawned from. It spawned from so many people going, this is so much fun, this is so great, and the different kind of style and things that I've learned. So this book is really a compilation of like my cheat sheet, like how I love to throw a great party, and we shot it in my home, so it's not like all these perfect dishes and all these linens. It's not that Martha Stewart. It feels approachable, and that's what was really important to me. That when you read this book, you went, you know what, I can do this. Like, I've had a crazy week, but you know what I feel like doing? I work 60 hours a week. I'm still going out, and I'm going to go to the farmer's market, get my heirloom tomatoes, and even if we're all just like sitting on the floor together, hanging out, having a glass of wine, it's about being together with friends and family.
Yeah, I think
See, that sounds very DE. It's all about being together with friends and family. Sounds very DE. But as I've said before, I think it's coming from the demon human need of connection. The desire for connection because of the obvious self above tribe nature. Okay.
most people find entertaining, you can correct me, entertaining is it's a daunting thing. I think for a lot of people, you want to do it. It sounds like it would be great to have your friends over, but then you feel this enormous load of pressure come down on your shoulders. And I think, like you, everybody, it's got to be perfect. The table has to look perfect, and the food has to be perfect. And what are we going to drink? And where's everybody going to sit? And do I have enough forks and plates? And it just spirals out of control. So I think a lot.
She's talking about the organizing. That's what her freak out is.
A lot of people really just avoid it like the plague.
Completely. And one of the big things in the book too is that because I laid it out on menus, maybe you just make one thing from one of those menus and the rest you go get at like your little, gourmet market and you fill it in that way.
Right.
Or you make a signature cocktail. Like I have one of my best friends, Deborah, her margarita in there, her spicy margarita, where you infuse your tequila with jalapeno and like that's so delicious.
I saw that.
And so so it's really it's fun recipes that work and kind of give a really great vibe.
I think she's giving a lot of examples here, right? Let's listen to the examples. I'm taking that as a note for S, censor.
Big things in the book too is that because I laid it out on menus, maybe you just make one thing from one of those menus and the rest you go get at like your little, gourmet market and you fill it in that way.
Right.
Or you make a signature cocktail. Like I have one of my best friends, Deborah, her margarita in there, her spicy margarita, where you infuse your tequila with jalapeno and like that's so delicious.
I saw that.
And so so it's really it's fun recipes that work and kind of give a really great vibe.
So, did you always cook when you were a little girl?
I've always cooked. I mean, yes, like easy bake ovens with my sister, down at the Jersey Shore. My grandfather.
So I'll write this down because I haven't said it. OE first, then OI. SE. Well, I haven't done too much on the I can't talk. I haven't done too much on the animal, on the sexuals. S F I. I've been tracking the masculine DE versus masculine DI recently and trying to think, like, what is it? Because I'm actually more tracking the masculine DI versus masculine DE than masculine DE versus feminine DE. Because the masculine DI can really be a strong fuck off, and the masculine DE is like just general fuck off. And then if someone says fuck off back to you, like, oh, all right. So when you see some masculine functions, it doesn't mean it's masculine DE. It could be. It just depends on, is it a spontaneous, not thought out fuck you, or is it a deep fuck you?
Father was a gardener, and he would bring us like big baskets of tomatoes and corn and green peppers. And just growing up with such beautiful produce and the love of food it's just a huge part of my life. So this isn't work for me. Like, this is what I love to do.
Right.
Sometimes showing up on set is work. This is the pleasure of my life.
And you really do this, because I think
do
a lot of
this.
people think, someone who's an actress, beautiful actress, please, they don't cook.
Right.
They don't cook, but you do cook.
Right. No, I cook all the time. And so, it's also when you're working on a television show, it's usually like 3 or 4 months, 6 months, and then I'll have, a weekend off or a couple months off. Right. And during that time, that's how I choose to spend it. I love creating different recipes. I love all my friends hanging out at the house. And that's just, that's really, really, really what my favorite thing to do is.
And I know I read that your husband loves it when you cook in.
Right.
For dinners just for him.
Yes, he requests. He requested my football menu last weekend. Now the football season's in. So,
okay, what is in the football menu?
Blue cheese dip. So it's like a Stilton dip that I serve with celery.
Like.
Chicken cheesesteaks with caramelized onion and fennel. That's kind of my take on the Philly cheesesteaks I grew up with.
Right.
I do good girl gone bad cookie shakes. So you take Girl Scout cookies, you add a little rum, milk, serve those babies up. Which are delicious.
Sounds devastating.
Yeah. So a Bloody Mary bar. So yeah, it's food that I love, and it's like you don't want things that have like 50 ingredients. It's like 5 or 6 ingredients, things that don't take that long to make, but are just really flavorful.
I read.
You don't want things that have too many ingredients. That is OI, narrowing down. And that was pretty obvious to her. But she's looking for all lots of different recipes to narrow them down. Very double observing, to me. If she's not a double observer, chapeau. I think I'm picking up some SENI axis talk, where you're gathering a lot of different recipes and then you're taking out of the recipes the concepts that work. So you're gathering lots of actual recipes that you like and just picking out the concepts that work. That is FISETENI. Oh, NITE. Whatever. Now, I might have just made that up, but it kind of makes sense. Yeah. You can only really know someone's type by living with them, really, I think. At first, at least. But, yeah.
One time about and I couldn't even tell you who it was, honestly, but it was somebody who was fairly well known for entertaining. And she did something that she thought put her guests at ease, because also when you go to a dinner party,
right,
especially if you're the first person there,
right,
and somebody's got to be the first person
true.
there. Somebody's got to walk through the door. She would always answer the door in her robe, as though she wasn't quite
I love
ready.
that.
And then everybody would be like, oh, are we early? No, you're fine. Come on in. I want you to do this and you to do
Yeah.
that. And
That's an amazing idea. I might take that tip,
wasn't
actually.
it? I mean, it was. I
Yes.
thought that's really great because it immediately
Yeah.
lowers the tension level.
Yeah.
In the room.
I often, will, like, if I'm doing something and I'm putting on a dress, I'll show up barefoot just to try to kind of take the edge off, or
Right.
Something.
Okay, she said, that's very good. I'll take that tip, actually. It feels like she is. It made me think, what if she's actually lead TE, 1 TE? Could be. Can I prove that she's not EJ, 1 DE? Can I prove that? She doesn't seem to have the fear, the uncertainty fear, the insecurity fear of people so much as the IP fear of self. Self first. She wants to connect despite the self, and it's not, she's trying to find the self despite wanting to connect originally. Does that make sense at all? Probably not. I'm gonna have to wrap up.
I always
soon.
like when I'm doing my charcuterie plate, my cheese plate, I don't ever have it perfect. I like things very, very messy so that people aren't nervous to eat it, that you're excited to get in there.
Yeah.
And depending on the party, I love doling out tasks too. People love things to do. They
I
love
really
getting
think
involved.
they do. It makes them feel at ease.
Absolutely. Like even just like making a fresh whipped cream, it's like, and you have someone, you kind of pass the bowl around. There are little things to do to get
Right.
guys involved, and it's fun.
Now, how did you narrow?
You see, she's saying people love this, people love that, and it looks very Saviour State. I'm getting very confused now, but I think if I were to guess, I would say FISE, and that means consume, and I'm thinking energy dom, so that would be consume. I did say at the very beginning she likes, she was reveling in the party and in the extrovertedness. So I would say consume play. Where's the blast last though? I couldn't see the blast last. Can you see the blast last?
Down what recipes would be in here, because that's
Yeah.
I'm sure you cook a lot of things, and how do you decide, okay, this is it?
When it started as a cookbook, it was a lot easier. When I put it into menus, I had to lose some and add
Right.
some
Yeah,
because
that's
you wanted
hard.
things to be balanced out. But there are some menus in here that are like my absolute favorite, like my Midsummer Night's Dream, which is just so delicious because you're just using
Saviour FI. I think.
basic, beautiful heirloom tomatoes and burrata and little lamb chop lollipops that you pick up.
I love those.
And in the end, it was food that I craved again. So it's like as I was going through and looking at it, it takes about a year and a half to make a book. And if there was something that I wasn't like, I'm not excited to make this, that got edited out. But I
Right.
found that things that I make over and over again, that's what really I kept in the book.
Yeah, and I know you had a really good friend who worked on the book with you.
Yes, my dear friend Tracy, and we didn't have any experience. We're not trained culinary chefs. We're home cooks, and so because that.
If I could be completely wrong, guys, it could be FISI. I mean, who knows? That's why we're learning.
That's what I find. I find in a lot of these cookbooks, everything's just too difficult. Or I would look at the menu and the recipe and it would never turn out like they said because I feel like they're just zhuzhing and doing different things and not following it. So it was really important to us to create recipes that people would be able to make.
Yeah. What are some of your favorite dishes?
Okay, that was a good little blast nugget right there. No, 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 no. No, 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 no.
Out, but I
Right.
found that things that I make over and over again, that's what really I kept in the book.
Yeah, and I know you had a really good friend who worked on the book with you.
Yes, my dear friend Tracy, and we didn't have any experience. We're not.
My dear friend Tracy. My dear friend. That's funny. My dear friend. Who says that? God, difficult, difficult. Okay, behind the scenes, behind the scenes. Is this person technically an introvert? Consume, play, sleep, blast. Cool. Maybe. Or is it even consume, sleep, play, blast? It's possible. I mean, guys, you never know, really. You never really know. I might even say, fuck it, it's consume, sleep. Mope dope. Oh, Jesus. Consume, sleep. Feminine S. I don't know. I'm gonna leave the feminine S blank. And is it masculine DE or feminine DE? Also, I don't know. I didn't see masculine DE like clearly. I didn't see masculine DE clearly show up. Sometimes you can just see it, you know. I'm gonna go feminine DE. Fuck it. Feminine DE and what is it? Consume play. She's not having a lot of gather freak out. I mean, even if it's your second function, it has a lot of impact. And I didn't notice that much freak out or problems about over gathering. I'm talking about the double activation because a play would double activate the SE. So she seems pretty balanced on double observing. We can double activate it on the third one. No, single act. You can double activate it anyway if it's energy dom. So is it info? Is she info dom? Is she consume sleep blast play? That's almost the most introverted type. She was pretty. Nah. I'm just gonna guess, just all out guess. Guess. Consume, sleep. Okay, I'll do sleep with your style. Consume, sleep, play. Play, blast. And I'm saying masculine S or feminine S. She was pretty masculine S. No. She had some. Maybe that makes her also seem more double observing. If she had masculine NI, she was pretty solid on the categories that she took out of her, huge pile of recipes. Like, okay, these work for this situation. That, masculine N is like, this is a concept. This It's about what do you believe is real, basically. Flexible on the, are you flexible on the sensory details, the facts, or you're flexible meaning are you certain of what they actually are, or are you quite wavy about what it even is? And then masculine N sees the links as real things. So these kinds of recipes work in these kinds of situations, comma, point, full stop. Feminine. Double feminine though? Double feminine? And I could see you can, as I was saying, fuck off energy. But nice. But you've got the masculine DI right there. I'll just say double feminine. Go for it. Double feminine. And you know what? I'm going to translate this into Adam type. So that means the D, S, F, C. Consume. Consume, sleep, play, and then the double feminine tester. I think just double feminine is good. Let's see. Okay, this is my random guess, and you've seen how I went about it. So don't be too surprised if it's completely wrong. Let's see, one at a time. Okay, decider. Yes, that's one. S, good. Two. T. T. Does that mean it's D-E? D-E. D-E. D-E, tu vois? O-E, correct. Blast. So not. Well, yeah, because if it's D-E and O-E, that means it's play first. So she's play blast. Ooh, see how it had really upside down. Play blast. And info. What the fuck? Feminine's S, masculine DE. Woohoo! Okay, this was pretty bad. Okay, so what have we got here? Okay, I'll write down my guess, Ali Larter. So my guess was decider, S, F, D, I. Oh, it seems so wrong now. O, E, consume, sleep, info, feminine S, masculine DE, and the answer key D, decider, is right. Sensory. I thought I was doing well up until here, and then nope. T. I was right about TEFI axis though, so that I'm taking that as a win for the bank. DE then. OE was correct. Consume was wrong. Play was wrong. Energy. Oh no, I said it. I said energy, not info. Energy. So what does that mean? She sleep last. You see, so I'm going to put that in my what I learnt. I took that one anecdote where she's saying, "Oh, I'm going to take a holiday off," and I ran with it. I said, "Oh, nope. There must be never asleep would do that. Never asleep last would ever say that." So that was my mistake. Feminine S. That was just a random guess. And masculine DE. And I had actually said feminine DE. So, ooh, wow. Good start for the video. So I got 4 out of 10. Well, well, well. That's a really good start. Hey, the more you fail, the more you learn, guys. That's the motto. What have I learnt? So, number 1 is you can seem one time I'm aware of energy. Energy is not sleep last necessarily. Okay, what else have I learned? So, TF, yeah. She seemed so fluid with the what I like. Like she wasn't like any time she say this is what I like, and she is a decider. A. Hey, let's colour her in. TESE. Play, blast, consume, sleep. Yeah, her blast seemed fine. It was difficult to put blast last. FM visual. I believe that. It's got the Shan eyebrows. I guess. Anecdote. So I got a lot wrong. So T, so Saviour T. It's true. She was saying this works, this works. Is she like a glass lizard, maybe, perhaps? Glass T. No. No. Not even. God, lummy. She is extroverted. I have to say, she was definitely more extroverted. So I said consume, sleep, play, blast. But I mean, you can't trust the extroverted question. What I'm trying to say is people can look introverted or extroverted and actually end up being not that. And I actually made that mistake up here where I wanted to type the person. I got it almost all right. I got almost all right, except I couldn't. I won't find it anymore. I couldn't allow myself to say they were play, blast, consume, sleep when they were, because they just seemed so introverted. But I could see their coins, and it just made sense they were play, blast, consume, sleep. But I didn't dare to write that down. So that's why I double corrected today, and it just did not pay off. So T, yeah, all right. She was talking about people like this, and was that just peacocking? How you call it? She seemed so fluent about it. Oh. DE. Yeah, okay. Well, if it's masculine DE, that does make sense. That the fuck off, masculine TE, lead TE. This is Shan, isn't it? Shan. TESE, play blast. No, she's play, consume, sleep, blast. But and up till here she's Shan. And then the animals it breaks down. She's an extroverted version of Shan. Okay. OE, well done, thank you very much. Consume. Okay, so what else have I learnt? I've learnt that. Have I learnt that it's impossible to type this quickly? Well, I'm going to need a lot more practice. But I already said that on last time I typed someone saying, Adam, you just need a lot more practice. So maybe I'll make a lot more of these videos. We're an hour in now. Okay. Keep practicing. Grow. Got to give yourself some positive encouragement. Keep it up. Femininist. Ugh. Info. Okay. What did I learn about info versus energy? What did I say she was energy dom? Because why? Oh, I said energy dump because not sleep last. Yeah. And yeah, just just keep practicing, bro. Basically, that's what I learnt. But I did good on that. I think I saw a couple good things, you know, with the decider energy, the decider and the double observing was pretty intense. So, well done on that one. I'll give myself well done on seeing single decider, double observer. Smiley face. Okay, well, that's my typing practice for today. Got one more rep in. Brought my average back down some more. Oof, now I'm down to 60%. I was at 62. That's all right. That's how it happens. Okay, everyone. I hope you didn't fall asleep, and I'll probably keep doing these because they're good for me, and hopefully they'll be useful. Hopefully they'll find a way to say more useful things, because here I'm just talking about what I don't know. Maybe that's useful, helping people doubt a bit more, not say bam smack I know. Do let me know if you found this useful. So that's it for today. Bye everyone. Take care.